Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, Lucas, going live. If you're watching this by replay, thank you for watching. Please stay tuned. I'm going to try to turn on my notifications so I can see everybody's comments. Okay, there it is. I think it worked. Campbell's Comments Destination. So welcome. I see somebody joined. I can't see who's in the room right now, but thank you for being here. We're going to talk about how to live your best life in 2020. I'm gonna give you guys some things to think about on how you can be more successful at reaching your goals for 2020. A lot of people do make New Year's resolutions. A lot of people have a lot of goals that they're trying to accomplish. And I'm going to talk to you guys about some things you can do to actually be successful. There's some things that we all can do to have the success we want. We make plans every year. I know I do, to do things differently. And I'm going to share with you guys some of the things that I'm doing in 2020 to have a different type of 2020. Because I'm going to do some crazy things. Like, I'm thinking about ways of being held accountable for things that I want to improve that are going to be crazy. I'm thinking about things I'm going to do to be a better husband that I'm really excited about. My wife should be really, really excited about, but she probably can't even imagine how serious I am about, really, really trying to be the best me I can in 2020. So I'm really, really excited about it. So I want to help some other people. I want to share some ideas with you. Again, if you're watching this live, thank you for being here. Stay tuned. It's a Sunday evening. Why not hear some inspiration, motivation, education tonight? If you may be making comments. I can't see the comments. I may have to check them out from my phone because I'm using a different app. We'll see if I can find them. If I can see you making comments, I'll check that out. But we're going to talk about some things tonight. It won't be long. And we're going to talk about how you can be more successful and reach your goals. I wish I could see your comments, but since I can't, wait, let me try this. Maybe that'll work. All right. Well, okay. I think I may be able to see your comments. If you make comments, that'd be great. We can have a discussion about this. Again, thank you guys for being here. Everybody who's in the room, thank you. Thank you. You can share this broadcast as well. Like, you can go to the share button, like you're sharing something that's already posted, and you can share live broadcast. That's amazing, because then you invite other people into this live discussion. So we're going to talk about some things. How can you have success? Many of you know that my 2019 was crazy. October 7th, 2019, I was laid off from my job. I recorded a video sitting in my car, and I said to everybody, like, I was laid off from my job just a couple days ago. And I shared that I believed I had hope because I knew that God was going to do something great. I didn't know exactly what he was going to do or how he was going to do it, but I knew he was going to do something great, and he's already doing amazing things in my life. Crazy thing is, in 2018, I wrote on an index card, and I wrote that, hey, Christina, I wrote on an index card and I said, God is going to double my income in 2019. And it was a crazy thing, but I talked about it with my wife. I talked about it with my kids. Not that I would like had this miraculous plan for how he was going to do it. I just heard God tell. I just felt he was going to do it. Like, he's going to double my income in 2019. I don't know. I'm cool. I mean, I was fine. I was making, good money. I was good. My family was good, but I believed that God wanted to do that. So I'm working this job. I had got recruited to this job. I was doing a great job. I had just got a review. My review was amazing. I had to self-evaluate myself, and I rated myself like 4s and 5s out of 5. I rated myself pretty high because I was doing a good job. And my supervisor was like, if I could rate you higher than a 5, I would, on several things. She increased my score on multiple things. And she was just like, you're really killing it. You're really making a difference in the company. The owner of the company was really proud of what I was doing. Hey, Miss Rue. He was really proud of what I was doing. So it was really, really cool. It was really going well. Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike. Love you too, man. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. It was all going well until the day when it wasn't going well. I don't know if anybody's ever had those positions, been in those moments in life where everything was going good until it wasn't going good anymore. Everything seemed fine until it wasn't fine anymore. Maybe it was happening on your job. Maybe it happened in your relationship. Maybe something was going on with your kids where everything was good until it wasn't good anymore. And all of a sudden you just hit this wall. All of a sudden things just came crashing down around you. And you were like, what am I going to do? How am I going to make it? How am I going to get out of this situation? What am I going to tell my family? As a provider, it's a very intense moment when you're laid off from a job or let go from a job. You're thinking, what am I even going to tell my family? Like, how do I go home and tell my family? Now, granted, I have a very supportive wife, a very loving family, but yeah, that's not fun. That's not a conversation that anybody really wants to have. Hey, Sarah. But this was a day, October 7th, just a couple months ago, that happened to me. So all of a sudden, out of nowhere, called into the office. You're laid off immediately. Sorry, we love you. Gotta go. Get out. Love you. Peace. Whatever. Right. So I'm driving home, like, man, praying. Then I'm thinking, God, you said you was gonna double my income. How you gonna double my income and get me? How you gonna let me get laid off from my job, God? And you promised you were gonna double my income. Like, this does not add up. But what God revealed to me was there was no way he could double my income while I was working a job, because no job doubles your income through a raise. Has anybody ever got a raise where they were like, oh, we're going to take you from X amount of money per year to twice as much money per year? That doesn't happen. So God knew that he had to do something different to give me something different so I could get something different. So that's what happened. October 7th, 2019, just a few months ago, again, I was laid off from my job. It was a difficult moment, but I was trusting God that he was going to work it out. I said it in my video, he was going to work it out, and he is absolutely working it out. What I've been able to do over the last few months was build the foundation to build a business in just 3 months. People told me it couldn't be done. People were telling me, like, you're crazy. Like, it's not possible. People with great intentions were telling me how it wasn't possible. They're like, there's no way. You can't outrun that. You can't. I got a 5-bedroom house in North Canton. It is not cheap. There's nothing cheap about it. There's nothing cheap about. I got kids. I got wife, family. I got a lot to take care of. But God had a plan. Like, he was not thrown off. He was not caught off guard. He was not shocked by what I was going through. So he just kept things moving. So I started calling people that I knew. I started getting on LinkedIn. A lot of people know me as like this LinkedIn guy. Okay. So I want to talk to you guys. How are you going to live your best life in 2020? Well, one of the things that I've suggested to people over and over, and I want to clarify this. I continue to talk to people about getting on LinkedIn. Right now, I'm going live on Facebook and YouTube right now, okay? And this is actually something that I've really learned how to do through LinkedIn, to be honest, by the people who I'm connected to on LinkedIn. So I keep telling people to get on LinkedIn, get on LinkedIn, get on LinkedIn. And I think everybody thinks like I'm getting paid by LinkedIn, although I'm working on that. But everybody thinks like I'm some kind of LinkedIn guru. Well, I'm only really good at LinkedIn because I've been paying attention to it for years. I've been on it for years. I've used it to help businesses in the past. I've used it to help myself in the past. Most of you know I wrote a book. In 2015, I wrote the Man Manual, 10 Steps to Better Understanding Your Man. I'm looking around my office to see if I have a copy. I should. I'm sure I do somewhere. And this book, when I went to write my book, I thought, wouldn't it be cool if I could get a foreword written to my book? I've seen other people get forewords. Why can't I have a foreword written to my book? So I went on there and I found a guy who I started to follow on other platforms named Stephan Labossiere. And he was getting paid by everyone, right, Sarah? Stephan Labossiere wrote the book, God, Where's My Boaz? And it was a #1 bestseller on Amazon. He was killing it. He was making thousands and thousands of dollars a month from this book. He was starting to travel and do coaching and speaking and other things. He was really taking off. And he's taken off even more since then and has gone on a huge tour. But all of that, he never met me. But we met on LinkedIn. I reached out to him and said, hey, here's what I'm trying to do. I'm putting out my first book. I'd love to get to know you. We built a friendship. We talked on the phone several times. Eventually, I was bold enough to say, will you write the foreword to my book? And he did that. Because he wrote the foreword to my book, I gained sales because of his name, because his name is on it and I'm connected to him. That is a huge blessing. And he's a wonderful, wonderful, great guy. If you're dating or married or single, check out Stephan Labossiere at Stephan Speaks. At Stephan Speaks. He's amazing. He's a genuine guy. He is caring and concerned and real. Okay. So check out Stephan Labossiere. Okay. So again, LinkedIn. Why do I continue to tell people to get on LinkedIn? Because there are so many opportunities to connect to decision makers. Maybe you're trying to get a job. Well, one of the reasons people can't live their best life and have the things they want is because they can't get to the people who make the decisions, who could give them the jobs that they want. So what LinkedIn does is it gets you behind the door. It gets you behind the gate. And I just want to help people get there. I just can't say this enough. LinkedIn is where it's at. It's the golf course. It's the boardroom. It's getting behind doors. I talked to a lady at a business I was 11 o'clock at night. I was in my bed laying there messaging somebody back and forth at a business in Michigan, talking to her about her business. We ended up talking about some other opportunities. We're talking about doing some work together in 2020. We've never met before. She has a very high position in a very big company, and I'm going to potentially do some work for that company through my own company, through Tyndale Training. You guys see my logo right there somewhere? Through Tyndale Training, through my own company, with her company, because I'm laying there in the bed at 11 o'clock at night messaging this lady in another state. Okay. LinkedIn, that's the only reason. If you want to live your best life in 2020 from a career standpoint, I'm telling you, LinkedIn is where it's at. And even if you're not ready to leave your job or start your business, don't wait until you're drowning to learn to swim. Don't wait to build the bridge until you need it. Don't wait. Like, get on there now. Get to it now. I can help you. Okay. Yes, I can help you. I'd love to help you. Inbox me, message me. There is a fee to work with me. It's a simple transaction, but I will be there for you. I will work with you. And not only will I help you optimize your LinkedIn profile, I'm going to help you with a strategy to connect to the people the decision makers. You tell me where you want to work. I don't care where it is in the world. I helped one of my former coworkers. She's back in Germany. I helped her connect with people and build her profile. And she went back to Germany and got a great job. So anything is possible. All right, anywhere around the world, any company you want to work for. Maybe you're looking to move to the West Coast. I can help. Maybe you want to move down south. I can help. I don't know where you want to go. You're tired. Well, we had a pretty warm winter here so far in Ohio, but maybe you're like, I want this kind of winter from now on. I want to be in a warmer place next December. Well, now's the time to get started. You can connect to the decision makers at companies. January is about to be here, and companies are going to be looking to restructure and bring new people in and really get things going. This is your chance. This is your time. Don't wait. Okay, so I want to help people with that. Reach out to me if you're interested in help with LinkedIn. That's not what today's broadcast is about, but if you want to live your best life, a lot of people, it's about where you want to be financially, and a lot of where you want to be financially has to do with the job you have or the business you're building. I'm building a business. What's my main platform? What am I on more than any other platform? LinkedIn. Because that's where the decision makers are. That's where people who are making $1,000 deals, $1 million deals, and so on are at. That's where it's happening. We're not talking dollars per hour anymore. Okay. We're talking thousands of dollars per day plus in doing business deals and business transactions or sales. You can sell anything. I have great opportunities to sell some products and services, which I'm going to do some cool things in 2020. I'm really excited about some of those things and the people I'm partnering with to do some of those things. So those things are coming all because of LinkedIn. So to live your best life, one of the tips, you got to get active on LinkedIn. You're already good at social media. Stop telling yourself that you're not good at social media. Stop. No. You don't tell yourself you're not good at social media. You tell yourself that you can't do LinkedIn because it's too complicated. You think your resume is not good enough. You think you're not good enough. I don't know what it is. These are regular people. There are college students getting on LinkedIn, getting jobs. Recruiters live on LinkedIn because they're looking for you, but they can't find you. Also, it's like 80-90% of employers are going to LinkedIn to check your background before they call you for an interview. So you submit a resume, you wonder why nobody calls you. It's probably because you don't have a good LinkedIn profile. You don't have a good headshot on there. Your picture has to be just so. The way your headline reads has to have keywords in it. There's a lot you can do there. I'll share more about that. If you want some one-on-one help with that, please let me know. Okay. Another thing people want to do in 2020 is get healthy. Okay. So that's always number one, right? Always number one on the list of New Year's resolutions is people want to eat better and lose weight. My pastor, Pastor Bennett, did a message on it today in church. It was amazing. He talked about resolving problems. He said resolution. He said we need resolve. And he said resolve is like we have to resolve a problem that we already had solved. We know what to do. How many people know that you need to eat a healthy diet and exercise in order to be healthy and to be at a healthy weight? Everybody, probably. Everybody knows that, right? How many of us struggle with that, though? Especially over the holidays. Anybody else have one too many Christmas cookies, or was it just me? I don't know, right? It was like cakes and pies and cakes and cookies and stuff was everywhere, right? It was insane. But we got the New Year's coming, and you may take a couple more days. I don't know. Maybe you're gonna wait till the end of the year. I get it. But when you're ready to kick into gear, what are you gonna do to be successful? Have you considered getting a personal trainer? Anybody out there, let me know. If you're in there and you've considered getting a personal trainer, let me know. Because I know I'm not a physical fitness personal trainer, although you guys probably saw my fitness journey in 2019 as well. My fitness journey was me just practicing discipline. I was reading a book called Atomic Habits, and I was trying to build a new habit. And in order to build a habit, you have to get on streaks and you have to limit things. Okay. LOL, Sarah, inside joke. Sarah Ray is on here talking about gelato. Our pastor was talking about gelato today. We had ice cream too, Sarah, today, because that was the whole thing. But what are you going to do to be more physically fit? Okay, you may be watching this by replay. Pause, slow down and listen to this. Maybe you're busy right now and you want to click off because there's a bunch of other stuff going on social media right now. Whether you're live with me on YouTube or live with me on Facebook, there's a lot of other stuff going on. But are you watching other people live, or are you watching things that are going to help you live the life you want to live? And I don't say that to be critical, because I have to check myself. I could scroll through social media all day and just watch people live. Oh, look, their kids, their puppies, their drama, their problems, their ups, their downs. I could just watch people live, or I could tune into people who are on here talking about how to help me live my best life. That's what I want to tune into. When I get on YouTube, am I just watching silly stuff, or am I watching stuff that can help me? When I get on Facebook, same thing. So I hope you guys are listening close. Somebody out there right now is sitting there thinking, he's talking to me because I want to lose weight. I want to get in better shape. I want to build some muscle. I want to be healthier. I want to be ready for the beach 2020. Somebody else out there wants to be ready for beach 2020. We're going to the Junior Olympics this summer with my daughter, Savannah, because we just know she's going to make it to the Junior Olympics because she's an amazing athlete. She made it last year. We believe she's going to do it again this year, and we're super excited about it. We're going to the Junior Olympics. So me and my friend Dan are working out right now. Dan was already on a great workout regimen. He offered to train with me and work out with me. When I first went, it was 6 a.m. on Saturday mornings. And I was like, why 6 a.m., dude? Like on Saturday, man, Saturday, 6 a.m. Like, I didn't want to do it. Okay, let me just say that. I was already working out a lot. Like I was working out every day for like 70 days. And then I wasn't going every day, but I was going at least 4 or 5 times a week. I'm like, man, 6 a.m. though? And he was like, 6 a.m, man, we got to get after it. We got to go before everybody else gets there. So I went a couple times, then a couple more times, Now it's been several months that we've been going every Saturday at 6 a.m. So then recently he challenged me. Shout out to my man, Dan Harsh, if he's on here. And if he's not, if he's watching the replay, he said, well, he's doing a fitness challenge starting in January. And he said, but in order to do that, he's going to be working out at 5 a.m. throughout the week. I was like, 5 a.m.? 5 a.m.? 5 a.m. Okay. So he was like, yeah, 5 a.m. So what am I doing? I said, you know what? I have to commit to this. In order to get something different, I have to do something different. That's just the reality. If I want something different, I have to do something different. So I've committed. I told him 5 a.m. He texted me today. He said, you coming at 5 a.m. tomorrow? I was like, absolutely. I was about to text you. Where you at? Let's go. 5 a.m. tomorrow. It's going to be dark and foggy and whatever is going to be going on. It's not even the new year yet. We're just warming up. We're getting started. We're going to be doing some stupid, crazy stuff because that's what happens every time. I'm going to be sore, but I'm going to be successful. I have big goals because I want to be well-rounded. I want to be physically fit. I want to be financially fit. I want to have fitness. I want to be connected to God in all the right ways. I want to have family fitness. I want to be treating my wife great in 2020. I'm about to tell y'all in a second about what I'm about to do to be the best husband ever. I don't even know what 5 a.m. looks like, right, Sarah? I mean, anybody else like to get up at 5? If you like, anybody tell me, do you like to get up at 5 a.m.? Anybody? Any 5 a.m. risers? Maybe you are. Just say me in the chat box, in the comments. Tell me if it's you. I'm not a 5 a.m. person either, but I'm a success person. I want success. I want what I want. How many people want something, but we have to find a way to do what we have to do to get what we want. If you want success in 2020, you have to do something different than you did in 2019 and 2018 and 2017. And I'm not being critical. I'm not being a judge. I'm just saying I'm you. Like I struggle too, but I'm going to do things different. The only way to get something different is to do something different. You keep doing the same stuff, think you're going to get something different. It's not going to happen. It's just not how things work. All right. It's just not going to happen. So if you want something different, you have to do something different. You want to get your career more in place? I suggest get your LinkedIn profile together because that's the place to be. That's where recruiters are. That's where the business people are. That's where jobs are. Any job you want, anywhere in the country, anywhere in the world, you can get connected to somebody there to help you out. Or you're building a business and you want to get to somebody who you can sell your product or service to, or you want to work in collaboration with that company, you can do it on LinkedIn. It's there. Okay. Then from a physical fitness, a personal trainer. I'm not saying everybody needs a personal trainer. I was using an app called Shred. If you're looking for an app that has some simple workouts, there's an app called Shred. Okay. It has a little orange logo. It's called Shred. Really simple. It's like there's a free version with plenty of workouts on there. You click on the body parts you want to do, or you follow the plan, the weekly plan, or you can say, I want to do chest and triceps, chest and tris, back and bis, legs, whatever you want to do on a particular day. You click on those things. It gives you a custom workout and it shows the people doing the lifts and the stuff. So you know how to do the thing that you never knew how to do before. You was doing it all wrong. You was pulling it. You were supposed to be pushing it. It shows you how to do all that. Okay. So the Shred app is an awesome, awesome app. And there's so many more. MyFitnessPal, you want to track it, you want to track your meals. That's something that I'm going to be doing. But I wanted one not only that I could track my meals, I want to send my meals to my trainer. I'm going to be working with Dan now seriously as my trainer. He was just my friend who I was working out with, but now I'm locked in. Okay. So I'm going to be sending him my meals. And I told him I want him to check with my wife. I want him to check with my son. I want him to check. I want him to be able to check in with them, be like, is he telling me everything? Y'all seen him running around here, you know, sneaking pies and cakes and cookies or what? How's he doing? Because I want accountability. That's another secret to success. If you want something different in 2020, who are you going to allow into your life to hold you accountable? You got to think about that. Too many of us, as soon as we became adults, we said things like our parents said, like, I'm grown. I do what I want because I'm grown. I always heard that when I was a kid. The adults always said, we're grown. Stay in the child's place. We're grown. We do what we want. Don't do as I do. Do as I say, not as I do. We're grown, right? But now as an adult, I realize that I have to do something different to get something different. If I want something different in my life and I want different stuff, I'm a different kind of person. I want different kind of stuff. I have to do different kind of things, okay? I want a great relationship with God. So I focus in on that. I go to church regularly. I study the Bible. I read the word. I connect with God, with believers, people who know more than me, and I try to learn and grow because I want a better relationship. I don't think I'm better than anybody else. I just want a better relationship with God, okay? And I'm going to tell you in a minute how I'm going to have a better relationship with my wife, even though we already have a wonderful relationship. It's about to get even better in 2020. But what are you willing to do? Are you willing to submit to someone? There are great trainers. I know there's a lady, Amber Gordon. Check her out. Amber Gordon is working with women right now, helping them get in shape. I've never worked out with Amber, but I've known Amber for years. I know her family. And what I see from what she posts is that she's challenging people, but she's not killing people. Okay. I see people working out with her and they seem like they're enjoying it. Like they seem like they're being pushed, but they seem like they're having a level of joy in that. That's a great thing. Okay. So if you're a woman and you want to work out with her, also in Akron, if you're in the Akron area, Javen Shaw at Javen Fit. Javen is amazing. He's a bodybuilder. He's in great shape, but he's a great guy. He's a great, great guy. If you're in the Akron area, check out Javen Fit, men or women. He does boot camps. He does just regular trainings. He does all kinds of stuff. Check out Javen Fit. Check out my man, Jason Boykins. Okay, I'm just throwing out a few names. Jason Boykins does training. And there's many, many more people who can be your personal trainer who you can work with. Most gyms have somebody. Hey, Lanice, what's up? Yeah, Amber is awesome, right? Amber's amazing, calm, cool, sweet, nice lady. She got her kids, she got her life, she got stuff. She's just trying to help people out. I talked to her the other day because I wanted to help her grow her business. I just reached out to her for free. I said, I want to help you grow your business. I see you're doing great things. I love what you're doing. She's working with a lot of people I love and care about, like Lanice here. And I'm just excited for what she's doing. So people are going to do something different. Here's another tip for going to the gym and getting healthy. If you're waiting to be in shape to go to the gym, you'll never go to the gym. So stop it. Again, it's like people waiting to be holy to go to church. Like you'll never be perfectly holy. You're never going to be perfect. So stop waiting to get your life together before you go to church. Stop waiting until you look good and are in shape before you go to the gym. Stop waiting until you wouldn't wait until you're healthy to go to the hospital. Stop waiting until things are better before you get the help you need. Go now. Go to the gym and put on that little bit of weight and be the weakest person in the gym for a month or 2 or 3. And keep working on it. And before you know it, you'll be one of those veterans who are there, who knows what they're doing. And other people will be looking at you like, wow, how did they get in such great shape? Because I was willing to come when I wasn't. I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to be uncomfortable. I'm a bigger guy, but I went to the gym a few months ago. I was so weak. I hadn't really lifted weights in so long. I could not be ashamed of where I was. I had to work to get to where I wanted to go. Okay. So don't go in there with your ego. Don't go in there lifting, thinking you got to impress everybody. Do not look at the people who are already in shape and think, oh, I look terrible. Look at them. They look amazing. They were born that way. I don't know what they did, but what are you going to do? Okay. In order to have the success you want. So I'm working with my man, Dan, 5 a.m. tomorrow. I think we're going 5 a.m. 3-4 days a week and 6 a.m. on Saturday. I'm submitting to the process and I'm going to get what I'm going to get. Hey, Claudia, how are you? So to get what you want, you got to do something different. Change the inputs to change the outcomes. I'm going to say the same stuff over and over and over all 2020 until everybody gets it. And my thing is not to judge. Again, I'm just here to help. I'm fighting the same battles, the same struggles, the same stuff. So I'm here with you and I understand. Okay. So now what am I going to do? So to challenge people in relationships. So if you're in a relationship or if you're single, love helping single people get ready because it's all about preparation. To go from single to dating and married, it's all about getting mentally, emotionally, and spiritually fit for relationships. So what I like to do is be people's relationship personal trainer and help them get in shape, not physically, but mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. There's people who are in great shape who still, aren't finding healthy relationships. If people aren't in great shape, it doesn't matter, but it's the mental, spiritual, emotional, social stuff that we got to work on. Okay. So in 2020, my wife is getting an upgrade. I'm getting her a different man. I'm just gonna bring somebody else in. No, I'm just kidding. That's not gonna happen. So in 2020, number one, I'm gonna be taking better care of myself, growing mentally, physically, and all these other ways. I'm gonna be taking care of myself, improving me, just to improve me, not because she thinks I need change. She thinks I'm perfect already, and she should. You know what I'm saying? Like I treat her pretty great. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I don't think she's on this broadcast, but if she was, she would tell you I treat her pretty good. But I do have things I can improve. All right. So one thing, my wife is like, I don't want to call her a neat freak because that's not nice, but she's a little crazy when it comes to cleaning. Okay. She likes things to always be neat. Everything has to be clean, which means we have a very neat and clean house, which is nice, right? But when me and the kids don't do our part, she's not the happiest, and that's understandable. Okay. So one thing I'm going to do, I've committed to myself. Stop. My cousin, Christina, please don't tell her, okay? She loves things clean, and it's good, right? You've been in our house, right? Things are always clean. People are like, did you clean up because we were coming? I'm like, no, we keep it like this, okay? Which is cool. It's nice to come into a clean house. But one of the things I'm going to do in 2020 to have a better relationship is I'm going to commit to giving my wife the things that she wants and needs and not worry about the things that I want and need. I'm not going to spend my year telling her how I want her to fix this and how I want her to improve that, because I've spent a lot of years doing that. A lot of people do. We're always in relationships telling the other person what we want them to improve. Like we're hoping that this new year is going to be the year where they totally become the perfect person for us and do everything just the way we wanted. And our relationship is going to be the perfect relationship. Well, the reality is the only person in any relationship that you can change, and this is any relationship, whether it's with your kids or your boss or your situation or your spouse or your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, the only person you can change for sure is you. The only person I can change is me. I am going to get a program upload. You know how your apps upload and how your apps are always telling you that it's got a new bug fix or whatever, and they give you the upgrade to the app. And it happens all the time. Like if you have it set in the background, your apps are probably updating almost daily. If you have it to where you have to push the update button, it's a ton of them every day. It's like every app is updating all the time. It is a software update. And so you have to download the new software. Well, God is downloading some new software in me. And one of the things he's telling me is that in 2020, I'm going to outlove my wife. I don't even know if that makes sense to anybody. I'm going to outlove her. What I mean is I am going to love her. I've already started. She just said to me, I think, you've been so nice. You've been so sweet. I'm like, I know. Yeah. I just love you, sweetie. Right? Like I'm going, and I told her today, I was like, babe, I'm committed to it. I was like, I'm going to love you better than you love me in 2020. She was like, no, you're not. So she's competitive. So we'll see. But I'm going for it. I'm going to clean the house more. I'm going to cook dinner more. I'm going to bring her special gifts more. I'm going to give her a massage more often. I'm going to, whatever she wants and needs, I'm going to listen to her. I'm going to make sure I ask her about her day more than I talk about my day. I am committing to this. She deserves it. She's a wonderful, beautiful, wonderful woman, and she deserves it. So I am going to give her the best version of me she's ever had. So how are we going to live our best life? Well, one of the ways we can live our best life is to become more selfless. It's easy to be selfish. It's hard to be selfless. So I'm going to spend 2020 learning to be more selfless, especially toward those I love. And I'm starting with my wife. I'm going to be more selfless. I'm going to do more of the things that she would like me to do without her asking. And even if she doesn't thank me for everything, because I always tease her and I say, it's funny, she's not losing any, right? My wife's not losing any competition. Sarah knows my wife. She said she's not losing any competition. I'm not going to wait for my wife to thank me. Like one thing I started, here's an upgrade I started in the last few months. I make the bed every day when I get out of the bed. Whether she's in it or not, the bed's getting made, okay? I make the bed every day. That was not something I did. She always did that. But I'm like, I can do it. She likes the house clean. She likes things neat. So every day when I get out of bed, I make the bed now, okay? I'm more conscious. The other night, we have a rotating kitchen night schedule. It's the kids most of the time. And, the weekends, sometimes they have a day off or something. And one night was my wife's night. I did it. She laid down. I did the kitchen. She woke up. The kitchen was done. She thought she was going to have to do it. I'm like, no, babe. She was like, you cleaned it too. I was like, babe, you deserve it. Okay. So if you want to improve your relationships, be more selfless in 2020. You want to live your best life? Be more selfless in 2020. Don't ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. Ask not what your spouse, what your boyfriend, what your girlfriend can do for you. Ask what you can do for them. And don't ask things that you know they like. If you know they like it, just do it. Take care of them. Show them you love them. Be kind, be forgiving, be caring, be considerate, and it will change your life. I promise you, the more you give it, the more you'll receive it. Okay. So those are a few things I just wanted to jump on here real quick. For those of you who are watching on Facebook Live, thank you so much for being here. For those of you who are watching on YouTube Live, thank you so much for being here. I'm going to do a lot more live streaming in 2020. That's a goal of mine. I invite you to come. I invite you to talk, comment, participate, or just view it. That's fine. If you're watching by replay, please continue to watch. If you want to grow and change and learn in 2020, I have a lot that I can offer and share. I'm a real person. I'm a regular person. I'm figuring this life thing out just like everybody else. And I'm always willing to be transparent about my issues, how I'm overcoming, how I'm doing on my road so that I can help somebody else. I hope this broadcast was helpful to you guys. I'll maybe back on tomorrow, but I'll definitely continue to share content. I'm really excited to continue helping you. If you think I can help you specifically in some way, please inbox me, text me, call me, message me, so that we can see if I can help you with anything personally. Everybody, thank you so much for joining. Everybody, have a great day.